Noodle becomes by the Bashful Balloon and narrated by me, Luca Eliseo Lopez. Oh, this is going to be a fun one, everyone. Let's listen about a new member to the garden. Oh, so much fun. There was a new balloon in the garden, and nobody quite knew what to make of them. Long and thin and skinny in a way that the others never were, twisting easily whenever the wind moved through and bending at odd little angles the round balloons never could. The others gathered curiously the first time Noodle drifted in. Oh, what kind of balloon are you? Pip asked. Not unkindly, just curious. Um, I'm not quite sure, Noodle admitted, a little shy about it. I'm not round like you, and I'm not a star like Lumi. I don't really look like anything in particular. Oh. The bunch tilted their heads, unsure how to place the new and oddly shaped visitor. Breezy floated a slow circle around Noodle and studying the long, bendable shape. You're sort of just like a long line, Breezy said, not meaning any harm by it. What do you do? Noodle's ribbon dropped slightly. I don't know either. This time, Roberta, watching from the spot near the roots, noticed the quiet uncertainty settling over the newcomer. May I ask you something? Saying gently. Have you ever tried bending? Bending? Noodle asked. You're shaped differently than the other round balloons, Roberta said. Perhaps that means that you're able to do something they can't? Oh. Noodle considered this, uncertain, and then curled just slightly at one end, testing the shape. It felt strange, a little exposed, trying something so unfamiliar in front of everyone watching, but it also felt a little, in some way, interesting. Try more, Pip encouraged. Noodle bent further, curling at one end into a loop and then a smaller loop further down until, almost without meaning, the shape had become something else entirely. 4 small loops for a leg, and then a large loop for a body, and a small curled tip for a tail. It's a dog! The bunch said, all at once delighted. Noodle looked down at the new shape in surprise. I didn't know I could do that! Oh! Do it again, Lumi said, glowing brightly with interest. Something different this time. Noodle tried, nervous but curious, and now instead of uncertain. This time, the loops came together into something taller, more angular, not a dog, something new, something nobody had quite pictured before either. I didn't think I was supposed to look like anything specific, Noodle said, slowly, studying the new shapes. I think it's just whatever I decide to become. That sounds like the opposite of what the rest of us can do, Breezy said, and I almost have a hint of envy. We're all just round, always just ourselves, the same shape every day. I didn't think that was special, Noodle admitted. I thought not having one shape meant something was missing. Roberta's leaves rustled warmly. You know, sometimes the one thing that feels like it's missing is actually the space where your gift lives. You don't need one fixed shape to belong here. You need the willingness to become whatever the moment calls for. Noodle curled experimentally into a new loop and then another, testing shapes that had no name yet, just curious, playful lines. I think I like this, Noodle said, a little amazed. I didn't expect becoming to be so... I didn't think that this would feel so good. Pip floated closer, smiling. Welcome to the garden, Noodle. Whatever shape you decide to become today. Here's what the story is really about. Not everyone fits into a shape that already has a name, and, not everyone knows right away what they're meant to become, or how they're meant to contribute, or what makes them special compared to everyone else around them who seems to already know exactly who they are. But not having one fixed shape isn't a gap waiting to be filled. It could be its own kind of gift. The freedom to bend, to try, to become something new depending on what's needed is a kind of creativity the round and steady shape around you may never get to experience. So, if you feel uncertain of your own shape, your own place, or your own what do I do, maybe like Noodle, the answer isn't a single fixed form. Maybe it's the courage to bend and to see what you become. Always, always, always remember, I see you. And I am super proud of you. Have a good day. Oh, and stay tuned next week for the next short story. Bye for now.